Good morning, people. Today, I want to share you a story about me when I was still 10, 15 years old, and I'll share another one while my current will about money. When I was 10 years old, money to me is just nothing. To me, when I was 10, money is so good. You give me a 1 ringgit bill, I'll be so happy. Because to me, I think, oh yeah, that 1 ringgit bill, I can put it in the bank. I could save it. You know, you save money, man. You're saving, you're saving up money. It's a good thing, 20 years down the line, you can use that to start a business, right? My mindset during that time was accumulate it, accumulate it, and one day I shall be rich. And that's a not bad mindset. So where you save, 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 and you earn. And when I was 15 years old, things starts to change. What I think, what I believe in starts to slowly change in a manner where I think that money is not really should be saved. Like during those time, my spendings were a bit higher than usual, and I find it difficult for me to actually save my money. To think my parents only give me just enough for food, school, and to think if you really want like extra money to save, it's either A, you starve yourself, which very unlikely because you need the food, or B, you find some way to, I don't know, spend half of it, half starve, I guess. But that's out of the topic, right? So during those times, I have a lot of things I wanted to get, but I have very little opportunity for me to get to earn money. So during those time, I was quite desperate. I look online how to book on money, but to no avail. No avail, right? Nothing much work, I guess, other than the occasionally one time $20 bill I got by working. But that took a long time. That took like 6 months. And let's look at me now today. What do I do money? Yeah, saving money is an important part of life, but I kind of disagree with that narrative. Because why? Because if we learn to look at the rate of inflation is increasing and also inflation, the money you put in the bank is foreverly never enough for you to combat inflation unless you're in a young savings account. That this is for Malaysia context, right? Like in a young savings account, I agree, you could combat inflation. The per annum gain you gain in an account, minimum in a bank is 3%, and the highest it can go until like 8% for a per annum return for a children's bank account. And once you reach 18, they kick you out of that bracket and they say bye bye. And you're down to like 0.5% per annum. And to think inflation is averaging 3%. I said averaging because it goes up sometimes, it goes down sometimes, right? And in a world like this, no inflation is practically impossible and bad for the economy. The economy just crashes if there's no inflation. You need inflation. A little inflation, it's a good thing. But too much inflation, it's a bad thing. It's like you drinking water. You drink 2 liters of water, that's good for you. You drink 2 liters of water, that's bad for you. You drink like 10 liters in 1 minute, you die. That's all. The moderate amount is enough. But to think the bank gives you 0.5%. But the inflation is, let's say, 1%, right? Sitting at a very good economy. You're losing your spending power, bro. Your money is slowly getting less worth day by day. So what I like to say always is that don't be scared to spend your money. It's losing its power day by day. But what I tell you here is not to just go blow all outside your card and buy a, I don't know, a Versace robe and be broke. No. Don't do that shit. That's dumb, alright? That's dumb. Don't spend your money in all in one basket. And that's point number one of the psychology of money. Spend money, don't be scared to spend it. Because inflation will eat your money alive. Unless you're in a, high yield save investment account, but that's another point. Which that is actually the second point of my what I want to talk about today is that to combat inflation, if you really want to save money, you want to dump money in, find something with at least 3% per annum return. The higher the better, but as you go up, the risk also go up. The risk is directly proportional to the return. That's a scientific term. It's like the more higher risk you go, the higher gains. Low risk, low gain. That's why you see fixed deposit, they have a very low risk, right? The risk is the bank collapsing and you lose your money, but PDIM covers it. So technically that's bare zero risk. And how much you get? You get like 4%, 5%, sometimes 6% if you're a premium member, right? But that's out for the debate. Some people say, oh, I don't want to wait 6 months just to get a bit more money and I can't use that money, right? If you're like me, the bank puts like at least 1K on fixed FD. And to think it's best to have at least 1K of reserve, and you have below 1K, then or you are equivalent around 1K, it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. You need to calculate everything to the cent. So if you really have below 1K or you're like sitting around 1K, I suggest you not to do it because FD requires a big amount for big return. But what else can you do? I suggest if you really want, take a low risk saving account by bank, or you go to a broker, or you could do it yourself if you're feeling you're daring enough. Invest in SPF 500. That's just a suggestion. Or you could invest in, like right now, the crypto boom, where Donald Trump selected, all of them is up. All the crypto market is predicted to go up at least 20%, 5% on like Bitcoin. And things has been gone really, really hefty so far. And I've been in there. I've been watching it. Solana, it's went from, when I purchased it, was around 150 USD. Now it's flying around 220. So think about it. The crypto world is the future. And Donald Trump won't be out of presidency in the next 4 years. And I think crypto market has a potential. And for those who are sitting around, I suggest you to not hesitate, look around, find some way, learn trading. It might be the best thing that benefits you. Because the thing with trading is that when you trade, you can go for high risk, high reward, or you go for medium risk, medium reward, or you go for low risk, low reward. Or sometimes set amount of risk, but you could have an insanely high return. Because why? Because the market, to a certain point, it is predictable. But remember that it's we against the market. We are the one making our money. And the markets are sometimes against us. But we are not afraid. Because why? Because we have one ultimate tool behind our back. We learn from the trend. We predict. And we have the mindset of a stoic. What you dump into the market is what you don't care. And that's actually number 3 advice. What you invest in that have risk, we don't take FD. Let's say trading, investing, everything that takes money out of your pocket. You take that money and you imagine that money gone out of your eyes. So that if you were to actually lose that money, you won't feel a thing. But if you were to see your investment went from like here and then you see it go down by 80%, you'll be like, it's nothing. Because why? Because when you're in trading, investment, you need to be confident. You cannot be, oh, I want to go in. Oh yeah, I don't want to go in. Like, hesitation is defeat in the market. The second you hesitated, the market could go up 20%. The moment you hesitated, it could crash. Let's say you hesitated. Oh, you say, oh, you want to sell, and then you hesitated. Market went down 20%. And now your profit is down 20%. Let's take another chance scenario. Let's say that it's dipping and you think it's going to turn around, it's going to have a break of structure, but you hesitated. It went back up a little and you entered at a higher entry price. So it means that your net profit will eventually decrease. You could earn more if you buy at the lower point. So be stoic, be confident in your entry and exit. Just imagine your money gone and you perform so well that you never seen before. Because all of these are the tricks of the dollar bill. Just imagine the dollar bill here that I'm folding. It's the trick of the money. Do not let it control you. You control your money. Yes. And this is something that will make you rich, or it was something that make you broke. Look at money in the way I taught you. You fly to the moon. You never dip. Because why? Because you be the ultimate winner. Because you know how to leverage the money that normal people does not know. So with that, see you again 8 a.m. tomorrow. For those who dare shall be the winners of life.